you can call it a burrito dia or whatever. A quesorito.
I woke up feeling great. Today was made for me. And life is good the way it should, the way it was meant to be. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
Hi there, you guys. I'm Susie Sackerman, and this is episode 2 of What's Your Favorite? So today, what's your favorite? I asked a bunch of friends, what's your favorite thing that I ever made you? One of my dearest friends, Julie Clark, her favorite thing that I've made her is, I call them wraps, but basically think about a quesadilla and a burrito and putting them together. So I'm not a big fan of chimichangas because they're deep fried and they're kind of oily, and a quesadilla is a little too thin for me. And I love a big burrito, but I like that crispiness of a quesadilla. Today I'm making my famous wraps, and Julie will sure love that because I'll definitely bring some for her. So I just have a flour tortilla, of course. Remember, what's your favorite with Susie Sackerman is fun, fresh, and easy, like me, right? So the fresh and easy part is that I don't make my own tortillas. I sure wish that I could, but I do not. That would not make it as easy, then it would make another step. So I just get some flour tortillas, and you can see that they're the bigger kind. And I put a little olive oil in a nice pan. And with these, it's basically the temperature of your pan is really important. You can fill these with anything you want. I just made last night, this is key now, you guys. I always make my filling the evening before. You don't have to, but what you have to do when you're making these is the filling has to be cooled completely. Last night I ground some ground beef. Hopefully you guys can see that. And once I was browning the ground beef, I put in some fresh chopped onion and garlic. And then very seldom do I use things in the can, but I did use some of the diced tomato that has a cilantro and lime mix with it. And also some seasoning, salt and pepper and cumin, garlic, onion, and then at the end I added, once everything was browned up nicely, I put the 2 cans of tomatoes and one can of pinto beans. So if you can see, it's like, you know, I just put a nice amount right on the center of the tortilla. Hope you can see because I'm taping myself today. Not too much. This might be a little much. As you make them, you sort of feel it out. But I've done these with chicken or vegetables. This is some shredded cheddar and jack cheese. I love cheese, so I put a good amount of cheese right on the top. A warm filling will tear your tortilla, and it's highly irritating. I have my brown ground beef and onion and garlic mixture with the pinto beans, a nice amount of cheddar jack cheese. The pan is getting nice and hot. I'm just gonna take some fresh cilantro that I've washed a little bit and dried, and I'm gonna put some cilantro on the top because that's the fresh. I mean, I don't think there's anything that I cook that doesn't have some herbs. I just think it makes a huge difference. I'm gonna fold that way, like 2 on the side, and then go once and twice. And so with the seam, so you know, I'm gonna turn my temperature of the stove down to about medium high instead of high, and the olive oil is nice and ready, a couple tablespoons in there, but I have a big pan. And then seam side down, you should definitely hear a little noise there so that you know the pan is hot. I'm going to keep it at medium high. This is the kind of where you have to feel it out. I'm going to make another one to show you. Now, I am a spicy girl. This is a serrano. It's a little hotter usually than a jalapeno. So, and I don't believe in taking ribs and seeds out of a pepper. The ribs and seeds were meant to be there. If you didn't want them, then you should probably just be buying like a big poblano or a green pepper. But I don't know what the point of buying a nice spicy pepper and then taking all the heat out of it is. But that's just me. I absolutely have no judgment. This one's gonna be nice and spicy because I put in some fresh serrano. 2 on the side, try to get it over here. 2 on the side, flip and flip like that. So then I'm gonna put that seam side down. I'm gonna keep it at medium high. This is like, you want both sides to be kind of browned. And I'll show you. Okay, so that side's ready. So if you can see, it's a nice golden brown. And the seam has been nice and sealed shut, so none of your filling will fall out. Don't overstuff or put in warm filling. You should be good. Say all of this stuff in the filling was cool. So once I have both sides nice and brown, ooh, I like it. See, like that? Now, they're gonna brown on the other side. I'm gonna drop the heat considerably down to like low and then just cover it, because I don't have a cover for this big pan. So I'm just gonna kind of cover it with a piece of foil. And I'm gonna leave it in here for probably about 8 minutes. And then everything on the inside will be nice and piping hot. You don't want to have 2 brown sides of your burrito dia and then cut into it and have everything be cold. So again, it's all about the temperature of the stove. If everything's down pretty low, it can just sit in here now. And I'm going to leave it. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, so the wraps, the burrito dias, they were in the pan for a good 7 or 8 minutes. I feel like I'm like flipping them now and see how nice and golden they are. I remember the smaller one had the spicy peppers in there, so I'm going to pull that one out. The stove is on really low right now. And then I'm just going to ideally kind of wait till they've cooled off. Ooh, yummy. Ouchie! Okay, so I'm gonna put it on here. Dang! It's a little hot. What I did, as I showed you on my other episode, I love to like put a little bit of fresh greens on my plate. This is fresh arugula again, because I love the peppery flavor. It's organic, fresh arugula. It's so good. And inside, you can see it's nice and hot. It's steaming. You can smell the cilantro, and there's ooey gooey cheese on one side. And then what I did was, in my food processor, I made a spicy mango sauce. So in the food processor, I put fresh mango, a little bit of a nice bunch of fresh cilantro, a little bit of honey, like 3 serranos with the seeds, and I pureed it up. So this is a mango sauce. I'm just gonna put a little bit on there. A lot of times, you guys, I make a pico de gallo. I just dice a bunch of mango and green onion and cilantro and lemon and lime zest and juice, red bell pepper, and then I put the pico de gallo on here, which is also great. I get a little bit of mango sauce, a bite of the wrap, and a little bit of arugula. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I wish I'm telling you, I've made these over thousands of times. I've made these. I made a bunch of these for my entire staff at school. I teach 5th grade. And I made breakfast ones. I put egg. I kept them meatless. I put egg in this really beautiful rice and cheese and all kinds of diced vegetables. I cooled my filling. I wrapped them all. So here's what I'll show you I do. I take, when I'm making these for a lot of people, I'll just take it out. This is what I did when I made them for everybody at school. I took them and I individually wrapped them. And because I have a huge amount of colleagues, once these were nice and cooled off, I actually cut them into thirds. But it's nice to cool it. Like right now it's too hot for me to cut it. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna make the rest of them. And I have to put my pan back up to like medium high, add a little more olive oil, and go ahead and repeat the process. In the meantime, I'm telling you guys, I love putting that serrano in there because there's just a nice kick, you know? You can do these. Just imagine what you put in a burrito or a quesadilla. The fillings are endless. Julie, I'll make sure I bring you a nice special one. It's What's Your Favorite with Susie Sackerman. Fun, fresh, and easy. See me here next time. Our next What's Your Favorite episode is going to be a fun one. Love you guys. So I'm going to try to be a little light there. Nice cheese. Again, the filling has to be completely cool. Oh, I forgot to turn my phone on. Let's see. No, it's nobody important. You'll never know who it is either.